Hello, fellow travelers of the Vale. I am Zachary, your friendly waypoint in the Vale, and I'm going to be doing some world building tonight. If the old man would let me, as he meows in the hallway. Cheeky just fed him, so he has no reason to complain. Or at least I think she fed him. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over. Okay, so here we are. We are on session 6 of... 1 second, I gotta tweak the music just a little bit. Okay. Session 6 of creating this JRPG slash anime themed world. Just gonna touch on it a little bit from the beginning. Here's my mood board of my inspirations. The Faraway Paladin is a pretty big one. The kind of fantasy, kind of historical isekai anime with magic are other ones. This one is actually not an isekai, but shh. I put it there because it's my mood board. Okay. This kind of fantasy anime art where it's I don't really have time to point out everything, but there we go. It's here. It's the pictures. Okay. And then AFK Journey, which I just realized that I announced the project in my previous stream. But so now I can actually explain why AFK Journey is featuring here so strongly, despite me not getting very far in the game. Hello, Pixel! Welcome in. 13 worlds, how auspicious. So yeah, I announced in the previous stream that I am working on an adventure scenario. I'm not really calling it an adventure because it's not going to tell you what to do at every given moment. It's going to be more loosely structured and kind of almost like a rough guide. Oh, you found a world that is mostly sand? Found a book that looks familiar, but you can't read it. Interesting. And the inspiration for that scenario is actually a AFK Journey. And a lot of the motivation for wanting to create the scenario comes from not being able to kiss this guy in the game. If I can't kiss him in the game, then I'll make my own game. So, but yeah, probably will talk more about that another time, but I do intend on playtesting my scenario in the world that I've been creating. So, woohoo. But yeah, so just kind of like dip back to the start. These were my inspirations, my touchstones, as I've been calling it. I have already created a rough overview of the world in terms of land masses. We've got 5 continents, some big islands, I took a swig of water. I have a rough idea of where a lot of my biomes are going to be, and I did list out some defining features for each of the 3 continents, which I will probably need to do that again for the islands. And then After that, created some people. Some playable people. Oh no, am I? Why am I quiet? Whoa, that is odd. OBS indicates that nothing has changed. Test. Test, test. How's that? How does that sound? Because OBS is reporting well. Way quieter. Weird. Okay. Yeah, let me say something and then play it back. Okay. Yeah, let me say something and then play it back. Yeah, no, I think yeah, it might be you, which sounds awfully mean of me. But it's coming through fine for me on the stream preview. Let me get Cheeky's attention. Let me see if we can get a second person. Oh, it was. Okay, cool. I shall leave Cheeky alone then. I'm going to be like, buddy, come help me. But all right, cool. Excellent. That means I won't have to edit the VOD before uploading it. Let's see. What was I saying? Okay, yeah. So moved on to creating some playable peoples. And I did finish this up off stream last night. I sat down and powered through it. I went into big think mode. So let's see. So we have elves. After the elves came orcs, an animal-like group, and then a second animal-like group, and then these three were kind of created at more or less the same time. And then after that came humans as the quote-unquote final in the creation order. Elementals, which were kind of discovered as a surprise, more on that in a little bit, and an eldritch-like, who came last as a sort of accident, except not really an accident. Have a good lurk! So elves, I'll just kind of do a rough overview. They are the first created. They do not have very long lifespans like they do in other media. They live up to about like 200 years. But they did originally have long lifespans, except it kind of led to their downfall. They are still pretty proud though of being the first created group of mortals. Makes them very hoity-toity about that fact. They are also very tall, almost unnaturally tall. And then we have orcs. So orcs, I did go back and tweak a little bit. The god of the nature domain partnered with the dreamer to create the orcs. And having learned from the experiences with the elves, who initially destroyed their surroundings, the god opted to be inspired by nature instead of an idealized version of beings. The god and the dreamer picked key landmarks and modeled the orcs after those regions. Orcs' lifespans are shorter than the elves, but longer than that of the humans. Because of the god of nature's hand in their creation, they were strongly influenced to serve the nature domain. On one half of the planet, they're called orcs, which is over here. But on the other side, they call themselves ogres, as a kind of a blend of two different depictions of orcs and ogres in fantasy Japanese anime. Sometimes you see orcs, sometimes you see ogres, and I was like, oh, you know what if the half of the other planet, because I did want them kind of be more like fantastical in that matter. And then for appearance, I updated this. The skin tones still vary in shades of red, green, and blue, but these are just based on the region, and it's not so much that they were created this way to be like excellent hunters or anything. It's mostly from inspiration of from those landmarks instead. And the old man was very grumpy. He was very cute earlier today, and now he's all like, what's that? You're streaming for the first time since Saturday? Well, I don't like that. Now he's getting all fussy about it. Okay. Yeah, their appearance still has little, like, horn bits and ridges. The quantity, the patterns kind of vary from person to person. There's a lot that you could do with this kind of idea. Yes. Yeah, so, like, the ones with red skin tones are going to be from a volcano. Continent 3 has a volcano. So we're kind of thinking like hot region, or like hot, inspired by like lava, and inspired by, well, I guess lava and magma are the same thing, huh? And then we got, I like wrote these down because these don't have names yet. But there's gonna be like these regions here, and then maybe some mountains or something where they'll have the blue skin shades, and then the green ones are going to be kind of more common because there's a lot more different forest stuff. Alright, so the animal-like people. So yeah, there's two different options. And their origin came about at about the same time because the god of the fire domain and the god of the water domain became competitive when they started working with the dreamer to create more mortals. The dreamer, amused to see their two friends engage in heated competition, allowed the pair to create two warring peoples that would be locked in frequent conflict with each other. Eventually, these two peoples would mature past their initial purpose of being a war game for deities, but some of their desires to conquer in battle still persist to this day. There are two distinct types of these people, those that originated in landlocked regions and those that originated in coastal areas. And then there's a note about the one that didn't care. The god of the air domain was offered to create their own batch of mortals, but they were not interested. They opted instead to remain independent and do as they pleased, regardless of what kind of mortal they were toying with. So for land, oh, I just realized I didn't put Discord on Do Not Disturb. I do not want to be a moderator at this time because I am streaming. So yeah, land. The land folk. Here's a little sketch. It is said that when seeking inspiration for their mortals, the god of the fire domain caught sight of red foxes. The god, seeing the fur as the color of fire, used them to create people that look like bipedal foxes with horns and I don't know how to say this word, but the digitigrade legs. The people with red fur think themselves the closest to their primary god of worship. The truth, though, is that these people simply come in a variety of fur colors and color patterns, and none of them are superior over the others. So the ones that look more like red foxes consider themselves closer to God, basically. But no, that's not really true. Like all of them are created pretty much equal. They typically have the same kind of horns, two black and slender and pointed. Folks that live within cities and prefer a peaceful life tend to blunt their horns, while warriors and fighters keep them sharp. Same with their claws, and you can see they got tails too. Now for the water appearance. The god of the water domain is said to have chosen the strongest aquatic denizens from both freshwater and saltwater sources for their inspiration. This is said to be why the two distinct appearances of the group resemble either crocodiles or sharks in terms of coloring and tail shapes. Whether this is true or not is up for debate, since neither side can breathe underwater, but do have large lung capacity, so it makes no difference if the water is fresh or salt. And yeah, I know that there are also saltwater crocodiles, but shh. This is what they think. They think their origin story is. So yeah, you can see that we got some scales. So we did wind up keeping the scale patches, and two different types of tails, two different kind of coloring. There could still be some hue differences, so if you don't like the shade of green, you can tweak the shade of green, that kind of thing. Now, the horns, you will notice, are pretty similar to the horns above. Similar ideas. This group also sports a pair of black horns that look awfully similar to the other one. Both gods, upon seeing the other's creation, claimed that the other copied or stole their idea. This continued to feed into their rivalry, and the debate over whose horns are the sharpest and strongest is still a strong point of contention within both peoples today. And then, as a side note of things that I kind of thought of while I was working on this, we have broken but not missing. Should someone's horn break, it gets filled in with colored resin or molten metal if the person can withstand the pain. Entire horns can be replaced in this manner. Repaired or replaced horns are seen as a point of pride, because it means, in theory, that the person has survived a great battle and came out on top. Whether the person was the victor is usually glossed over or spun into a tall tale, but generally the idea is that since their horns are so strong, only a truly formidable foe could have broken it. In some societies, if you don't repair or replace your horn, you are seen as a coward, or the fight you lost it in didn't end with you the victor. Even if it's simply because you can't afford it, and it is expensive, you are seen as being too ashamed to reclaim your lost horn. So, I thought that was a interesting thing to include. Looking good. Thanks, Pixel. I have a couple bites of my pizza left. Pardon me. I'm just gonna take a bite real quick. I tried to finish, but I got distracted by making new Nightbot commands. Which, let me see. So I updated my card deck, which is what's pinned. And I was just trimming, removing a couple of Nightbot commands that I don't need anymore. Let's see, humans are humans. We have elementals. Make this a little bigger there. And obviously the elementals come in 4 different varieties. fire, nature, air, and water. And then we have the eldritch-like beings, which I have not yet done like a sketch yet, but there will be one when I make this into a PDF for the community, which, let me throw that in, which, by the way, I will be distributing it through Discord. So if you'd like to get in on that, there's the Discord there. But yeah, the eldritch-like people, they go around disguising their true forms for the most part, and the true forms kind of range from having a bunch of tentacles and like multiple eyes, shifting void-like clouds and stuff like that. So that's the people. There might be more types of like mortal races to play as in the future, but for now, this is what we have to start with. Alright, so now I'm going to return to geography and kind of work on a better sketch of the map. Hello. Okay. We good? Alright, so far so good. We're holding it green. I do not know what happened. Everything just kind of pooped itself. But I quickly unplugged and replugged the internet box. That didn't seem to do anything at first, and then everything was failing no matter what ingest server there was. But I just switched over to Korea, tested it, and got green. So we seem to be holding steady. Maybe Mumbai just is having a rough time or something. Normally I'm connected to Mumbai, but I'm connected to Seoul now. A killer got a wet book. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I don't know what that was. I'm just gonna blame whatever bad juju hit Hime's stream earlier today. So I'm not gonna feel too bad about it, because yeah. And then I had to relog back into Fugi. It logged me out for some reason. But okay, I'm back. Hello. Hello. So sorry about that, y'all. I'll have to make sure to remember that I have 2 VODs to download now, and I will Frankenstein them together before putting them on YouTube. So don't worry. Let's see. Why do I have a 1? Oh, I see. That's why I got a 1. Cool. Ah, cute. Shouldn't feel bad, it's all your hands. Yeah. No, this, I don't know what the cause was, but so far, so good. Holding green. And I don't think I want to say just yet that it was my internet. But, we should be alright. What was I doing before this? Let's see. Let's see. I need to remove OBS. I relocated it so that I could make the screen bigger. I was looking to see if I was getting those encoding errors. I think I'll have fishing turned off for a little bit, just to make sure we're good, because I know that the fishing game can cost resources. Alright, I need to pop out chat from the Twitch page. minimize that because I need to still be able to see obsidian. Going to switch over to Flip Studio Paint because I'm going to work on the sketch now of the world. This is not what the final map is going to look like. I think I am going to attempt to use cartographer something. Well, it's like CC3, but I can never remember what the first or second C stands for. Campaign cartographer, that's what it is. I'm gonna attempt to learn campaign cartographer. And then it's gonna be really funny when they release version 4. But let's see. Okay, no. You do. Okay, chat goes here. Cool. Alright. Man, what an evening. I'm just gonna put a little bit of lotion on first, take a big swig of water, and then we're gonna start kind of fleshing out what we want these landscapes to look like. Well, I need to move the microphone a little. There we go. Oh, need to push my tablet back. Okay. Oh, it's London! Hi, London! I feel like I need to change your chat entry. It's not cool enough. Ooh, home to a woodland grove under an ocean. They found a sword that doesn't cut. It's not. I feel like yours could be cooler. That is a fun portal. You didn't get the crying book. The crying book seems to come up a lot. But I don't think the crying book is going to help Killer with the evil mage that is plaguing the world that he landed on. Okay, so firstly, this connection between these two continents. We are not going to be realistic here. I am not that good with real world geography, so this is not going to be realistic by any means. We're going to go with the rule of cool and what we might see in JRPGs and isekai anime, that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking, because I had this strip here. But maybe these two biomes are actually kind of like, let's see. Let me make this even. I don't want to lean on the shapes too much. So what if there is... Oh, what if there's two? And then... Again, these are totally not going to make realistic sense, I think. Let's see. I had said there were no poles. Here, I'm just gonna kind of... Zach, how are you? It's been too long. I know I haven't streamed since Saturday. Sunday I woke up and the blood curse was running its course. It decided to take me out one last time before it ended, and it sucked. I was dead like the whole day. Monday I didn't really know what I was gonna stream for the week. I decided to just work on stuff. Tuesday I finally got the stream schedule together, but I wanted to work on things. Like on not streaming Sunday made for a very active stream for me. That's right! I got to sit in on your stream for household. It was great. Ooh, 7! That's my favorite number. Maybe. Maybe. So what if it is? No, nerd. Get familiarized. I'm gonna explain what's going on here a little bit. Absolutely chicken care. Oh, thanks. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I am a little surprised that you remembered. That's sweet. There could be some little islands here. Well, sort of. There's actually another stream that lasted about a half hour, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was OBS. I don't know if it was Twitch. I don't know if it was the internet. It looks like I have dropped a couple of frames, but I just saw that the percentage number just went down. So it looks like I dropped a few, but I have not dropped since. So that's good. But yeah, no, I dropped, like, it went from 8% to 17% dropped frames within 5 minutes, which was, like, not good at all. So I had to cut the stream, booted it up, instantly had poo-poo numbers, tried it again, and it looks like we are holding steady. But that's okay because the first stream part was just me going on about kind of doing a recap basically. I covered the fox-like people, and the I guess the water like the water type people because some of them look like crocodiles, some of them look like shark, fishy type people. But if you want me to, I can give you a quick little refresher. Or not refresher because you weren't here, but you know, I could give you a quick little rundown if you want. I'll do it for you, London. I mean, I would do it for anybody else that asked too, but you do what? I was giving someone advice to not rent from a family member. Oh, whoops, I rented from a family member. nothing nothing bad came out of it though. Uh I was gonna say you missed my little explanation of the other two races that I created, but if you wanted me to, I could go back and tell you about them. Okay, just 1 second, let me finish this landmass. Alright. I will keep my attention right here. Oh, no, wait, that's... Whoa, what have I done? Obsidian, no. Clip Studio, no. OBS, no. Okay. Alright, let me... Okay, so... no, I'll keep it over here. Yeah, so the animal-like people were created by... Oh, it's raining! That's good! Yeah, that is good. You haven't given us any updates about the fires, so I've been assuming that you've been fine. So, but I would also assume too that stuff like would desperately need to get wet. So that's right. That's good. I'm glad it's raining. So yeah. The god of the fire domain and the god of the water domain became competitive when they started working with the dreamer to create more mortals. And then the dreamer, amused to see their two friends engage in heated competition, allowed them, basically let them create two warring peoples that would be locked in frequent conflict with each other. And like that would change over time, but there became two distinct types of these people, those that originated in landlocked regions and those that originated in coastal areas. It's mostly burning away from me, but it's still raging. Ah, that's a bummer. I scratched my eyebrow, now it's trying to bleed me to death. Good God, it won't stop. I learned from Bleach that cuts above the eyebrow, like the brow region and stuff, bleed a lot. So thank you, anime and manga, for teaching me things. So we got these fox-like people, which I think London might take great interest in. It's said that when seeking inspiration for their mortals, the god of the fire domain caught sight of red foxes, and then the god, seeing the fur as the color of fire, used them to create people that look like bipedal foxes. But they come in different colors. Like, it doesn't have to, you don't have to look like a red fox. You could look like any kind of fox, really. Ain't it the truth? Yeah. Hope it stops soon. We don't want you bleeding out. And then the water god is said to have chosen the strongest aquatic denizens from both freshwater and saltwater sources for their inspiration. That is said to be why there is two distinct appearances, one that looks like crocodiles and the other that looks like sharks. But whether this is true or not is up for debate, because neither side can breathe underwater, but they do have large lung capacity. So really it makes no difference if the water is fresh or salt. And yeah, they have the same kind of horns. Both deities had the same idea regarding that, and they both claim that the other cheated and copied the idea. So that also kind of fueled the conflict between those two groups of people. And then yeah, now I'm just working on a more detailed rough sketch of the map, because I'd like to try to see if I can recreate it in Campaign Cartographer. There, I remembered the name. I'll put a little archipelago there. I think that's what that's called. Okay. Yeah, I think I feel pretty good about that. Okay, so these over here are not going to get focused for the time being. We're going to focus on this side, and mostly here. There are going to be these islands here, but I think for now, I'm going to focus here. By the way, I forgot to say earlier too, but it has been announced that the solo rulebook for Draconum, the alpha version, which is the unedited, like, rough version, is going to be released for backers on Friday. Which is super, super exciting. And I am definitely going to start gearing up to do some Draconum stuff. I did the demo, which I do have on YouTube now. It took me 2 stream sessions to get through that. Mostly because back then I was still suffering the internet problems. But yeah, I did get kind of like a a bit of a plot going on in it. And I think I might kind of work with that and use that to play some solo Draconin. So yeah, very much looking forward to it. I'm going to do my best to actually read the book this weekend. Already decided that, yeah, I'm not going to be streaming on Saturday. So glad that the internet problems are in the past. Yeah, though, I tell you what though, I was having some like PTSD when the stream was starting to croak earlier. I was like, oh my god, no, I can't go back. I can't go back, London. Don't take me back there. But it seems fine. We're back down to 0.6%, so that's good. That's good. When I last looked, it was at 1.1, so that means we have not dropped any frames since. So I'm just gonna blame the same bad juju that took out Hine's stream when they started it this morning. Black Spirit is ready to abduct you for another evening. I made so much lore last night. That's cool. I'm glad. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you, London. That artwork, like at first when you made, okay, so first you made the fox joke and I was like, hee hee ha ha, Fox London. And I was like, man, I really wanna see her with fox ears. I think that'd be really cute. Like actual furry fox ears that you could get from like fursuit makers and stuff like that. Like I was thinking like real life fox ears on your head. But then you later made a remark. You said that you would let us get back to our evenings. And at first I was going to scold you for that because I was like, that sounded kind of disparaging or like self-deprecating. Shame on London. Bad London. And I was like, you know what though? We're all having fun. I'm not gonna get the spray bottle out. So instead, that's when I was like, you know, it kind of sounds like you kidnapped us for a little while. You whisked us away to another realm or dimension. And now you're returning us because you feel like it. So that's where all that came from. So yeah. The truth is out. I was like, no, I'm gonna hold off on the spray bottle. But I didn't forget. And then the rest is history. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I did the sketch. Let's see. La 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 la. Where's obsidian? And then I need to put chat back in front of my face. Here we go. Alright. So here are the land masses. Looking a little bit more landy, I guess. Yeah, another island. There might be a bunch of islands. Maybe there's too much islands. I don't know. I don't know if there's too many islands. I doodled a lot in history class, alright? Wait, actually, who had a lake? You have a lake. And you have a lake. Oh, you both have lakes. I was thinking maybe one of these, for their lake, it was like a really big... like a really notably big... Oh! Okay, alright. So... There's a big lake here. Actually, let's make it a little bit more rounder. There is a big lake here, and that's because there was a hunk of land right here, but it is now in the sky. Because I was like, oh, you know what? I really want a floating landmass of some kind of floating landmass. So there is a floating chunk that used to be here. And if you've played FF14, if you've played Final Fantasy 14, then I'm gonna tell you that, yeah, the inspiration was Az's Law. Except it's gonna look way better than Az's Law because I hate Az's Law. It's gross, it's green, it's like, ew. I like it gives places to explore. Thanks! Yeah, so there's gonna be this curiously shaped round hole. I don't know how I would put that on the map though, so I'm just gonna leave it there. And then here I had, oops, sorry, that's not what I thought I had selected. Here you can see I have like kind of like a deserty kind of thing here, and then like a jungle here. Well, I decided that this side would be the desert, and then this side would be a jungle. So either way, land travel through here would be difficult. Like, taking a ship would be the easiest way. And yeah, so my line of thinking is that, yeah, these two plates here crashed up against each other. And so there's a mountain here and a mountain here from where the plates crashed up against each other. And this could probably be a little bit more offset, or not offset, but a little. Let's see. Should I mean, you could take the boat here. What prevents? Maybe this is like a whirlpool. And then there we go. You can't just simply sail across here because there's some kind of danger here. But yeah, there's like mountains. From where the plates bumped up. Okay, so let's see, we've got, let's see, I got a lake. There are two noteworthy rivers. Let's see. The rivers feed into lakes, or are lakes just completely... I mean, I know the Great Lakes are not completely closed off. Oh, it finally stopped bleeding, oh dear. I don't know if I could use the Great Lakes as my point of reference, though. They're kind of wild. No, I don't want local lakes. Okay, relatively large and fixed body of water. Localized in a basin or interconnected basin surrounded by dry land. Separate from the ocean. Oh, but they may be connected with the ocean by rivers. Okay, so they can have rivers. Okay. Most lakes are fed by springs and both fed and drained by creeks and rivers, but some lakes are endorheic without any outflow. Oh, interesting. We're learning things today, chat. Just don't look at me, okay? Don't judge me too harshly. You could judge me a little, because if you were to ask me right now to tell you where Utah is on a map of the states, I would not be able to tell you. I actually kind of low-key forgot that Utah existed until this moment. Sorry if you are from Utah. I'm sure there's some lovely places there. Okay, so basically the natural water table that controls the flow of water. Sure! That's that thing I see mentioned in Naked and Afraid, where they dig for water. I'm sorry, Pixel. I'm sorry, I'm like this. Oh, this shape. Yeah, I'm gonna change this. Maybe. I kind of have a block. So I'm thinking this is an unnatural hole, so maybe something. It's how wells work. And I know up here it's gonna be pretty frosty. You're fine, goofballs all around. I'm glad. I do deserve some shade for being bad at geography. It is legitimately because I did not pay attention in class a lot. I was pretty good at doing homework, and then I was pretty good at retaining some stuff from the homework and doing quick studies before the test or the night before the test, not actually studying, and I was good at answering the questions of the test, so I got by really well in school. But did I learn a lot? No. Because I was like 7th grade. Who remembers all that crap? I don't know. I got a friend who got a geography degree. He's not doing anything with that degree at this moment, but if I was to give him this map, he would be able to tell me all the stuff that I got wrong, or like not realistically correct. I might do that now. I might send him the map and be like, look at my map. Rate my map out of 10. Oh, I wanted to copy this. I told him too, I was like, you know, you could do some like, not like, kind of like consultation for fantasy map making. And he was like, yeah, and then didn't move any further on that. I was like, that's a shame. Yeah, but as college, most of us don't go that far. I mean, I sort of did. Mine's a bit Mine's a bit messy though. I sort of did, sort of didn't. I hit jungle, didn't I? Okay, cool. Yeah, so this part's could be like super dense jungle to get through. And then this part is gonna be super dry desert to get through. So it's like you're either gonna be trekking through desert in extreme temperatures, or you're going to trek through the jungle where there's a whole ton of stuff that want to kill you. I went for programming and I don't use it. I had a programming course that taught me kind of the basics, and I still kind of use it. Every now and then I get the hankering to tinker with game dev. It doesn't get me very far, but I've dabbled a little. Okay, and then coastal stuff. It's gonna be kind of. I should change this color actually, because it's a little misleading. I put blue because it's coastal, but it makes me think it's water. I'm gonna make it purple. It's not a very coastal looking color, but this is gonna give way to forest. Actually, hold up. Oh yeah, I needed to see where those rivers were going to go. Because there's probably more than two rivers, but there's two distinct defining rivers for this continent. Oh, let's see. And I know they can come from mountains. And there's probably, let's see, there is a mountain range. I kind of have one already. Oops. Maybe there's a couple mountains over here. And then I just realized I'm drawing or painting right on top of the sketch. That's not ideal, but I can live with that. It's fine. So this part is going to be pretty cold. I'm thinking kind of like some flat areas with a few mountains. Gray for mountains. Oh, you cannot really see that. There we go. Old man is meowing at me in the hallway. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Yes. Now he's circling my feet. Meow. Meow. Alright, so this one also has two noteworthy rivers, some hills. Some of these I don't think I really need to draw, really. Both of them have a groundwater feature. Now that one is sleeping. Little man is sleeping on my bed behind me. Yeah.
What? What? Well, what your mama do? Go pester your mama. You hung out with me while I was working today. Why don't you go pester your mama?
Oh, let's see. Okay. And then this one was good. Hey!
Oh, you being naughty.
Those are my headphone cord. This continent over here is gonna have a volcano. But he loves me. He does love me, and I feel extremely blessed that he loves me since he's not my cat. But he came to love me and accept me as his family. Meow. Meow. Oh, he just grumbled at me. He's going from hey, and now he's going hey, hello. Okay, and then this one's gonna have a big volcano. Oh, hey, we gotta trim your claws, sir. Meow. My cat just chirped you. Oh, yay! I've been chirped at. I'm thinking that maybe this isn't so much like an active volcano, but it does have like lava pits or something. I don't know how that works. I'm just thinking about Minecraft. Let's see, what else is on number 3? Okay, so these guys probably have a bunch of hot springs. There's a plateau. Does have a mountain range. He's Siamese. Aww, I love Siameses. What made this a mountain range? Oh yeah, I should've drawn the mountain pit bits on the other layer. Mountain range, there is a plateau. Maybe this is the plateau. And that would be why no lava went this way. Sort of ran off this way, maybe, or something. I don't know. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer again. Meow. Meow. Yeah. Is there a lake here? Oh, there isn't. Hmm. Oh, I never did the water stuff. Probably because it's an island. So never mind. I could put a lake here. Okay. I'm gonna make a quick bathroom break and then see if the old man needs food. So I'll be right back. Zackalicious. I don't know how I feel about that one. Okay. Thanks for waiting. Took a little bit longer than I expected, but it's okay. Old man is going to be taken care of. He is all good. Zackalicious, though. I don't know how. Oh, you're still here. I was gonna say have a good time doing whatever you're gonna be doing. have a good evening, London. Zackalicious? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. Okay, let's see. Map. Map. Need to minimize OBS. Alright, let's see. What did I leave off on? I drew a lake. Drew a plateau. Hot springs and stuff I don't think I really need to worry about at this time. But I need some rivers. This one also gets a lake, has some ponds, has some flat regions. Let's see. Let's see. What? Sure. Why not? And then this one gets fed by a river from these mountains. Ooh. Oh, hello, Yaoi Wizard. Welcome in. It's focused. That should caught me off guard a little. If that's article, it will be frozen at the mouth. Yes-ish. Oh, Arctic. Yes. Yes, I was thinking, like, yeah, there's these racks here, but maybe it would start, like, kind of freezing and stuff. And then maybe the water kind of flows a bit more out towards here or something. There's... What am I thinking of? There's some game that I'm thinking of. Is this civilization? It might be civilization. Oh, you also got a world with an evil mage, but this, unlike Killer, you found many rocks that hum when you sing near them. And maybe because it gets frozen, it kind of offshoots this way. Kind of stops. Little did it know, I was that evil mage. Oh no. Get in the portal, everybody. We have to go stop the yaoi wizard. They're gonna turn everybody into semis or ukes. I've actually never learned how to say that properly. And now I feel kind of sheepish. I think it's okay, right? I cast Scroll of Microplatter, 1/4 bladder capacity. No, you can't do that to me. That would be devastating. You are extremely vile. I also cast Scroll of Go Bald. Oh, it didn't do anything. Are you implying it's because I'm bald already? Yes. I appreciate your honesty. Oh, thank you.
Woven Pixel just subscribed for 2 months.
There we
2
go.
months woot.
Now now Brian TTS is functioning. Yeah, the stream really died earlier. That was absolutely dreadful, but it looks like we're doing good now. I have not dropped in a long while. Well, thanks. I appreciate it so much. Really does mean a lot. Aw, thanks. They like me. They really like me. I forget what that's a reference to. The reference to something. Oh, there's also supposed to be like a plateau. Maybe over here. Alright, I did not roll for the stuff on these two islands over here. But I think I might throw in another volcano. Oh, it's from an Emmy speech long ago. It's a meme now. Oh my gosh. I'm only good for outdated memes. You know what? Maybe this one will have the volcano. Maybe this one is active. Actually, no. I want this one. I want this one to be over here. Oh yeah, I have that. I have that game. I was gonna use it, and I wound up not being able to use it for what I thought I could use it for. But I have the digital version. Yeah, I printed it out. Where did I put it actually? Well, it's somewhere. Oh, excuse me. A game to help making all sad. Yeah, I was going to play Wild Sea, and I was like, oh, let me use this game to make a map to use in the game. And then I realized that it was gonna be a bit of work because Wild Sea is in trees, so rolling stuff and getting things like a river wasn't really going to fly. I would have to turn the river into something else. So it didn't last very long. But I am going to play it sometime. If I didn't need to finish this project in a short amount of time, I would have considered using it for this, and maybe I will for this side of the world. But for this part, I needed to get with it, get on it. So that is the only reason I'm not using a something like that. Oh right, I was gonna make another volcano. But maybe this one has caused devastation. And there's some people that still live there, but not as many. Like, this one erupted suddenly one day. And it's like, just starting to kind of grow back. And trade is starting to make it relevant again. Yeah, kind of like a Hawaiian island. So we got some of those orcs that probably came from here. And there's probably still a bunch that live there now. But it got a little hairy for a little bit. I don't like this shape. Put that on the wrong layer, not that really matters. Okay. I think this is mostly satisfactory. Okay. So let's see. I need to save, for one thing. There we go. It's a good start. Yeah. Yeah, it's got some interesting places. I mean, the scale is probably bigger than it appears here. Like if I was to map a large city, a large city's boundaries would probably be like this, like this size or something. Shoot, maybe even smaller. This river here is probably also not as big, undecided. But yeah, it's a start. I'll have to admit, I haven't actually gotten this far in a long time, I think, on a world. Should I put a scale on the map? Yeah, I'm a little hesitant to do that now. I'm not entirely sure if I want to take it that far. Instead, I'm thinking about maybe leaving it up to whoever is playing. Is that way you can establish, like, if you're overlaying a hex grid over it, that way you can establish what size hexes you want to use. Because like in Legends of Akkaroth, for that hex map, they treat one hex as taking 1 day to travel through. You may not want to do that, or like, you may want to, like, for example, if you want to travel from here to here, you may want this to take 3 or 4 days, but maybe you want it to take 2 weeks, that kind of thing. I just realized I never minimized obsidian. My bad. You can see obsidian through Clip Studio Paint. Thanks! Thank you, Pixel. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I've actually gotten to, like, drawing a map for a world in forever. Like, I genuinely think I haven't drawn one in ages. Just the book? I don't know what that means. Just the book. Oh, the book in the file, the obsidian. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the book kind of stood out through the screen a little. I didn't notice because I had obsidian open. But I minimized it, so. All right, yeah. And then I get my floating island, my big floating landmass. Don't know what's up with that. Is it from the original elves? Did they cause that to happen? Did somebody else make it happen? Don't know. Trying to think, like, what should I do next? Like, I know there's the whole, like, adding animals and stuff, but I don't know if I really want to bother with that. Because a lot of the times, if you're using a game system like Legends of Akkaroth or Fabula Ultima, they're going to have, like, beastie stat blocks already in there, so might just kind of leave it open. Maybe some nations, but I'm not entirely sure if I want to noodle that out on stream. Must be, because it's probably going to take me some research, and it's not really exciting to listen to me poke around on Wikipedia. Yeah, this is cool. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've gotten this far. I don't think I've drawn a world map since college. Pretty fun. Like, this whole project I've been having a lot of fun with. May want to map the floating island like you did to my land masses. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe as a separate map. But I also don't know what's on it. Because yeah, it's a big hunk of landmass, but what is actually on it? Oh, I forgot to indicate there is something dangerous here. As an aside of the main map? Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know what's gonna go on it yet. Like, is it a city ruin? Like a ruins of a city? Is it green and bountiful? Is it just like a wasteland like as is law? Uh, so I'll have to put some thought into it. Oh, excuse me. I think. Let's see. Let me. What else do we have in this book? Communication. Talk about trade. Types of travel. I'm thinking there's probably airships. But probably like maybe magic powered ones. History. Lovely art. Ooh, excuse me. I'm getting like really sleepy. Let's see, using the table, so Age of Sentient Civilization. Yeah, I might read through some of this and maybe decide a few big major things. Because we know that the elves were the first and they screwed it up. But that doesn't mean that that was the only thing that happened. Because maybe those two, maybe the fire and the water domain mortals had some big war, maybe. And that maybe that enveloped like an entire continent or two. Bringing it all together. Cool. Such a great book. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's called What's My Foundation? Oops, where am I? There we go. That was the scene overlay we used for Minecraft. Using a screenshot from Clue as my placeholder. That's funny. One day we'll fix Cheeky's Minecraft and we can play Minecraft again. Let's see, what was I doing before I screwed up everything? Oh, I was gonna link it, duh. Sorry, I'm more tired than I thought, I guess. I think too, the sudden stream problem also knocked the wind out of my sails a little bit earlier. What's my foundation? Huzzah. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, if you're looking around and you're curious, want to check out the book yourself, there's the link. It's pretty excellent. And yeah, I think I'm actually going to wind up wrapping this up now because there's not too much else I want to do on stream. I think anything else I'll do will be off stream just so that I can take my time doing research, which is not going to be very interesting to hear me do because Zach didn't pay enough attention in grade school. Was too busy doodling and writing cheeky notes. Drawing my silly little anime. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Greatly appreciate it, especially with the stream hiccup at the beginning there. Let's see where we can go. Just so that y'all have a good continuation of fun. Oh, you know what? You know what? Kai is doing Cyberpunk TTRPG stuff as part of their Cyber Summer event. And then they're going to do some bartending, which I don't know what kind of bartending they're going to do, but y'all should all be over the age of 18 anyway, because my channel is for people over 18. If you are not 18, please quietly see your way out the door. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see, let me get the raid message. Also, you're welcome, Pixel. Thank you for coming and subscribing again. Greatly appreciate it. There we go. Let's try this raid message. Let's see how that feels. Thank you everybody so much for coming. I will be streaming again on Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Going to do a demo of my character design maker. Going to create some random character designs. Maybe I will sketch one or two of them. But thanks again, and take care. Safe travels through the veil. Bye bye.